the act and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh, yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her might be.
It's week 1 of the NFL, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC South. It's the Panthers and the Falcons, and it's coming right up.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out the starting game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Back to throw. Johnson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
Bryce Young, the quarterback out of Alabama with a Heisman Trophy in his hip pocket, is the new face of Carolina football. 80 touchdowns, just 12 picks in his college career for the Crimson Tide. He may be a little small in terms of size, but potential, massive.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Ooh, the juke. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Panthers.
Now Young. And Sharp calls it in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. A give up the middle. Hubbard. Broken tackle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up. 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now Young. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Johnson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how
touchdown Falcons! Kyle Pitts, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The drive will start with an option going left. There he goes left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. A give running right. It's Hubbard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. So, week 1 is upon us. Frank Reich making his debut as Panthers head coach. He's tapped Bryce Young to get the nod here on opening day. I think nowadays, Charles, if you're the #1 overall pick, the expectation is that you're going to be running the show right from the start.
I agree with that totally, and I support it because if I'm drafting guy #1, I'm going to do everything possible to get him ready to go right out of the gate. And it has worked out fairly well for the last 3 guys who were in that position. Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, and Trevor Lawrence. All 3 have led their teams to the playoffs, with Burrow getting his team to the Super Bowl.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw, Young. And that is incomplete here.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Falcons now. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. action. Young. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Breaks a tackle. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here is Young. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Oh, that's a sight that pleases Atlanta Falcons fans in a big way, and that's why Onyemata was lured away from the rival Saints to make plays like that. Showed a lot of promise in New Orleans with at least 5 sacks in 2 of his last 3 years there.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Take it at the 37.
Falcons take over first.
And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Johnson got London on a slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. Mike Evans, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Zay Flowers, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And that one all tied. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Young. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try to throw now. Young. That is complete downfield to Knox. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Young will set to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Hubbard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They got 8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a 4th and goal from a ways out.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Off play action. Johnson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Young. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Young now. And that is incomplete.
They didn't call for grounding on this one. That's a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Johnson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Operating from the gun. Johnson looking middle, and that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Johnson throwing on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake. Johnson into the hands of London. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers about ready to take over. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. But, Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. High school coach used to say that all the time. Letty, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Young to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped the pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Operating from the gun. Johnson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Short throw to Smith.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Off play action. Johnson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Young to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 9. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Here comes second down. Operating from the gun. Johnson. That's caught by Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Here's Johnson on first down. Right back to Pitts again. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Johnson's throw taken in by London. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Carolina, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.